Hello and welcome everyone to the Marr Show. And recently I just got back from my very first anime convention, which is MTAC of 2017. Yay! And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I just wanted to talk about my first experience, because as I said before, this is my very first anime convention. I've never been to one in my entire life. Then again, I don't usually get out of this small, quaint little town anyway, which isn't bad, but I do like to try to explore. And my brother, he's been to this convention twice, years ago with some of his friends. And he asked me if I wanted to join, which I was excited because everyone kept telling me anime conventions are so much fun, and if I was wanting to attend one. The only problem was I was a bit, I was excited, but leading up to it, I was also really nervous, because I get really shy when there's so many people. When you really get down to it, I'm not a huge anime person. I know some animes, but I don't watch a ton of it. I don't sit down and watch animes all day, and I don't really have the time because, sadly, we just don't have the time nowadays to sit down and just do nothing but watch anime, play video games, etc. because we're so busy with our jobs, personal lives, family, friends, animals, and all of that jazz and stuff like that. Actually, I don't play jazz, but regardless, it's just I don't have time, and I was nervous that I would go in there and be lost, wouldn't get any of the anime stuff, and people yelling at me saying, "Why have you not watched this anime?" You know, and I hate people who do that, who criticize you for not watching something, you know, I don't like that, and I was just nervous, but when we got over there to MTAC, it was a really fun experience. I had a blast with it. I didn't feel like I was an outcast or I didn't recognize names, because 90% of the time I could recognize somebody cosplaying as a character from a show that I love. It wasn't even anime, there was some American animation, movies, TV shows, and it really helped me fit it in, because I don't think it should be called an anime convention or anything like that. It should be called just a geek convention, because sure, anime is the focal point, but people are bringing in just making cosplays and wearing shirts, outfits, bringing weapons and stuff, saying thank you to all the people who have made these beloved franchises, characters, shows, and stories that we all love, and this is just a way that we can express our love to the public and just saying thank you guys for making all this great stuff that we all love. And I just felt so home. Now, I mean, I was still a little shy, especially on day one, because when we got to the hotel we had to wait a good 2-3 hours because our rooms weren't ready, which sucked. But since we were out in the lobby where so many people was cosplaying stuff, I got to take some good pictures, a lot of cosplays. I mostly took ones that I recognized or I thought was really cool. There was only maybe 1 or 2 that I took that I didn't know the character, but I really liked how they cosplayed the character. And there was some really fun ones. In fact, the funniest thing was back to the argument about how there wasn't just anime characters, there was also American animation and so forth. For some reason, when we were in the lobby, I was thinking of Gumby. I was just thinking a regular Gumby stop motion cartoon, and all of a sudden in the distance there was not 1 but 2 people dressed as Gumbies, and I went and grabbed a picture, and I was like, "Are you guys blockheads in disguise?" Because, you know, it was just great. And there was a lot of great cosplays. There was a Link from Breath of the Wild, who looked amazing. There was also Sandbag from the home run contest of Smash Brothers, and it was a lot of fun. Although, being my first anime convention, there are some notes that I actually did kind of give myself, and this is a little future advice to anyone who is planning on going to their first anime convention or something. I'm sure I'm not the only one, because everyone's gonna have that first anime convention, and so this is just some little notes that I made of stuff that I will probably improve the next time I go to an anime convention or so forth. Number 1, this is probably the big one for me. Don't be afraid of feeling like you don't belong, or you feel like you're not having fun, because trust me, if you're a fan of, and it doesn't even matter if you're a huge anime nut, if you're a huge fan of like pop culture and so forth, you will have a good time. And you don't have to be afraid, even if you don't know nothing about anime, you'll feel right at home with so many people who just love geeky stuff, like all the media shows, movies, and so forth that people love. And I will admit, the first day I was shy, and so was the other days, even though I got progressively more outgoing, and it was just a lot of fun. So don't be shy. I mean, granted, yes, it will be a bit odd, especially if you're not used to a crowd of big people, but I mean, like, when you get ready to talk to people, because I'm talked to a good chunk of people at the convention, some really friendly ones. I didn't come across any meanies, thank goodness. But I think everyone is on the same boat, you know. If you don't recognize the anime, that's fine. And you'll feel right at home and you'll have a good time. So don't feel nervous or I feel like you're not going to belong in this, because you'll still have a lot of great fun. Number 2, if you see someone cosplaying as a character, take a picture right there now, because I'm just going to say, one of my favorite animes, I know this one's a bit controversial, but one of my favorite animes is Sword Art Online, and one of my favorite characters is Asuna. I made a joke about her in my Super Meat Boy episode of the Marr Show, and I wanted to at least try to get one picture with Asuna. It was day 1, and I saw 3 different Asunas, different locations, and 2 in the lobby. Unfortunately, I didn't really get a chance to get a picture of her. It's like, you know what, I'll probably see her or someone dressing up as Asuna day 2 or something. Nope. Okay, to give you an idea, I only saw 3 Asunas on day 1. Throughout the entire convention, I counted about close to 11 or 12 Kiritos, but no Asuna in sight. And it's just like, okay, there's 12 Kiritos but 3 Asunes. I wonder what's gonna happen. And so, I mean, like, even if you think that you might see someone cosplaying as this character the next day, don't risk it. Just immediately go to that cosplay and say like, hey, can I take a picture? Because who knows, they may be there for only one day. Especially because, like, after day 1, traffic was still heavy, but, you know, it's still a bit hectic. But then when we got to the final day, it was very light tone. There wasn't like there was still some good chunk of people, but not as nearly as bad compared to the other days. So definitely, if you see someone who you like the cosplay or character and you want to get that picture, take it right there now. Don't even think about waiting the next day, because worst case scenario, they'll probably be already gone by then. And then the third note that I want to give is the traffic. I kind of expected this, but keep in mind we were in a hotel. Actually, it was taking place in 2 hotels. One was mostly for gaming, and then the other one, which we were at, was like the panels and so forth. And let's just say the traffic is gonna be bad. To give an example, we were walking down this hallway, and there was 2 people who were just working with the MTAC staff, and they both had a sign that says "Stop attendee crossing," because they had to wait for people to cross over to go into the dealer's room. And yeah, it was so odd seeing a crossing, but then again, with the fact there was so many people, and I'm not usually I don't get like super claustrophobic, but I felt majorly, especially when you're like waiting in line for a panel in the hallway, and there's people like just coming up, and I could have sworn I got my first stop once accidentally. But yeah, just be sure that if you think traffic will be fine, don't even go. That traffic will be a nightmare. So just be safe. Basically, don't get run over, and always say excuse me, pardon me, and all that stuff. And unfortunately, there are some spots where you can't like take a picture. Like there was some cosplays like in the dealer rooms and the artist alleys that wanted to take a picture, but I couldn't because it was just so small a room that they want to keep everything going. If you want to take pictures in the hallway, that's fine. But if it's like in the dealer's room or artist alley where there's a chunk of people trying to buy stuff and people waiting behind it, you're gonna cause traffic. So it's best not to do it. I think someone got in trouble for bringing the camera. No, someone got in trouble for bringing the camera to the Nintendo Switch demo spot. I didn't go to it because, well, I have a Switch, so there's no point. But yeah, worst case scenario, it's just a lot of traffic, and just be safe out there. Even though I enjoyed all the days, I enjoyed all 3 days, day one was my favorite, not only because it's where I adjusted my shyness. I got to meet a lot of awesome people cosplaying as some brilliant, awesome. There was some really good cosplays there. There was like 15 Deadpools, no surprise. But day one was my favorite because there was someone that I wanted to meet there. Now the guests, there was like a huge selection. There was Cassandra Lee Morris, who voiced as Leafa in SAO. The voice of Torbjorn for Overwatch was also there. I don't really play Overwatch, but I know a bunch of it because of my friends. So I know who Torbjorn is, and I know the voice actor was present. But there was two people there that I wanted to meet, and that was Little Karibo and Anne-Marie Miller. And both these people, Little Karibo I'm more familiar with because I watched a lot of his stuff, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridged. Some of his, like, he's such a great voice actor, especially like in Team 4 Star stuff. And even his sub-series, We're Still Here. Just a quick point out here because I know people are going to complain. I know that it is Marie Anne, not Anne-Marie. I do apologize. I was extremely tired. I literally just got back from Nashville while recording this. So I do apologize so much for the constant renaming of Marie Anne to Anne-Marie. Again, please don't hurt me because I love you and I don't want to be stabbed. And then Anne-Marie Miller is his wife and also the voice actress of one of the characters from SAO. I forgot his name. But yeah, I do like her voice acting work and stuff. And both of them was gonna be there and I was shocked. And it was more shocking because I never met a famous person ever. Like, I never met, like, any celebrity, internet superstar, not superstar, internet personnel or anything like that. So, meeting Little Karibo and Anne-Marie was nervous. So, we went to the Little Karibo After Dark panel. And they had a little bucket on where they would add for donated. It was donated to an animal shelter group. Something about kittens, but I was nervous going up there because I want to I didn't even want an autograph. I just want to go up there and say thank you because I've been watching his stuff since 2008, I believe. And also to Anne-Marie Miller for her voice acting. I wanted to thank them both. Like, it's to like any internet personality or famous person, I just always want to thank them. And I went up there to donate and I was shy, but they were so friendly and honest, and one of the things that also really interested me because they could tell I was nervous. I wanted to get a picture of them, and they say you could wait after the panel, which is alright. And unfortunately, it was a very busy schedule for all the panels because after they got done, we had to immediately leave because they had to get the next panel. And of course, I was nervous that, but they waited on me. Like after everyone left, they waited and I got to take a picture with them, and it was really great taking a picture because granted I was nervous I was gonna pass out or go OMG OMG, but no, I was just nervous, and they could tell, and I was really thankful that they were patient enough to like wait till everyone left and go out to the lobby and take a picture, and I'm really thankful for that. In fact, this whole convention was something that I really needed because not that I don't like my current life, I really do. I have a good life with good friends, good jobs, God blessed me so much. But it does get boring with the status quo, like having to get up, go to work, come back home, work on Thomas comedies or something on the computer, go to bed, sleep, reverse, rewind and all that stuff. And I really needed this anime convention because I've always wanted to go to. I needed to break the status quo and just go out, explore an adventure, and I'm really thankful for Chris, my brother Blackcross, and his friends invited me for the trip, and I'm excited to go to another one. I'm ready for another one actually. I want to go to more because it's always fun seeing so many people. Like, I was surprised by seeing the amount of Nintendo stuff there. Like, I saw so many people cosplaying as Mario, Link, Isabelle from Animal Crossing, and I felt at home. I really did, and it was truly a great experience, and I really thank the Lord for allowing me to have this opportunity and being a part of it. Also, Poke Church. It was messed up, but was funny. And I figure I end the video off by showing some of the stuff that I got from MTAC. I mean, I don't like to show off. I'm not gonna try to show off, but I just gotta say there was some awesome stuff in the dealer's rooms. There was actually 2 different ones, and Artist Alley that I want to pick it up. Granted, now I'm gonna have to rearrange my walls and stuff, but I just thought I'd share some of the cool stuff I got from the dealer's room at MTAC. From the Artist Alley, it's from an artist named 46 Snowy. That's what it says on the card here, but it's an illustration of Azura from Fire Emblem Fates, which is one of my favorite 3DS games. I need to play more Fire Emblems, which I keep saying to myself all the time, but I really love this illustration here. Her DeviantArt account, oh wait, no, it's just 46 Snowy, and you can find her on DeviantArt, Tumblr, Facebook. I'm sure I'll probably put a link in the description just for the heck of it all. I got this little bandana here, you know, the whole Japanese little bandana right here that they will wear. I'll probably end up using this in like a sketch, because I do have some sketch ideas where I might use this if I'm playing a really hard game or something. I just think it would be really funny, and it just looks cool as well. I am not a drinker, I'm just gonna say out loud. I never touched alcohol, aside from that time where my brother gave me tried a shot of sake when I was like 18. It was like a small one, but it was I just really like the shot glass here. It has the Smash Brothers emblem on it, and I just thought that was a really awesome shot glass. Again, with SAO, I know some people don't like it, which is totally fine. I understand completely, but I got 2 SAO stuff. One is this little postcard here, and oh gosh, that is shiny. Look at the pretty colors on there. But it just looks really cool as a postcard. And then I got this Asuna figure, which looks really awesome, I have to say. I just really love Asuna's character in the Ankradog and Mother Rosalina. I don't really like the whole Fairyham arc, especially how they trade her, but that's a whole different video for another time. I got an amiibo, Daisy! Actually, I didn't get it at MTAC. I got it at the GameStop at the Nashville Mall. But still, I just figured I'd do it because why not have another amiibo to add to Guff's family? Ain't that right, Guff?
Before that happens, I recommend getting a new shelf. Isn't that right, Phyllis?
You bet your ass!
Okay, even though I didn't say I didn't get an autograph from Leo Kariba, which I didn't care, I at least didn't want to get a shirt for him because I've been wanting to get a Yu-Gi-Oh! British shirt for a while, and I really like this one. I think, yeah, you can see it fine, but I just really think this shirt is hilarious. I just love Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge. It's like my favorite Bridge series out there. I also got some games over there, which really surprised me. I wasn't expecting to see retro games be sold there. A lot of stuff imported, which makes sense. I didn't find any Famicom games, which is a shame because I was hoping to get Fire Emblem Gaiden, which I did play a little bit on Nerd Thomas's emulator, and it's actually a lot of fun. Difficult, but hard as heck. In fact, that reminds me, Fire Emblem Echoes. Looking forward to that title. But some of the games I got Bomberman Hero on the N64. A game that I've been wanting to play for a really long while, which I'm really happy to get. Indiana Jones The Greatest Adventures, which I got for $35, which is weird because I keep seeing this for like more than $50 online. I'm not sure why. I also got Star Tropics box. It comes with the letter as well, which is great. This is one I've been wanting to play. Only $21 actually, which is really good, especially since the box isn't really that bad a condition. I've actually been thinking of this game up for a long while because I used to play it as a kid. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the American version, but I did find the box version of the Japanese version of Mario Golf, or Mario Golf 64, and I just really love the box of this. I don't even care if it's gonna play on my N64, which is an NTSC one, but I just really love that. Again, I think the Japanese boxes for N64 and Famicom games just look nicer in my opinion. They do. And then the last thing I wanted to show is actually a roller scroll. Now this one, I recently got into a series. It was originally a game series, but I first started watching the anime it was based on called Hyperdimension Neptuna. And I really love the anime, and I'm playing through the PS3 first game right now, which I'll talk about future probably. And I was hoping to try to find something Neptuna related at the convention, and luckily I did. And that is the wall scroll to the Rebirth game, which is a remake of the first one on the PS Vita, and I really love this wall scroll. I'll put it up somewhere if I can find a room. Hopefully. Nip. I think I need an extra wall. That was my whole journey of MTAC, and it was a lot of fun. I know I rambled too long with Little Karibo, but I just had so much fun. It's not just because of seeing him and Marie and stuff like that, but just being able to be there, just be part of the culture, you know, just seeing so many other people who are not just obsessed with anime, but also with like Nintendo. I was surprised to see a lot of Nintendo cosplayers, which is good because that's like my fave, and it was just beautiful. I really enjoyed my trip. So if you were part of MTAC 2017, let me know what was your guys' experience with, and if you somehow were one of the cosplayers that I showed on this video, and go ahead and say hi because you were in the video. And also to anyone who has ever been to the first anime convention, what was your experience like during your first anime convention? Was it exciting? Was it disappointing? Was it nervous? Let me know, because I like to get a discussion going like the whole conventions, because I really love anime conventions. I definitely want to go to another one, even though I wasted like $300 for tickets and stuff like that. Thanks for watching this, and if you excuse me, I got to rearrange my bedroom because the joys of being a collector, having too much crap. Sorry, that was weird of me.